I'm so sorry. I can't find any words to describe my sorrow.
Get me.
Oh, they're all over you. Come
I
here.
know. This is ridiculous.
Awesome.
Well, this week's episode of The Other Way was crazy. And I don't know what the craziest part even was. That scream, or the biblical plague brought down on Mary and Brandon's wedding.
Look at me.
Oh, they're all over you. Come
I
here.
know. This is ridiculous.
I mean, we probably should have expected it after Mary uttered these words.
I feel so happy because here in the Philippines, there's no divorce and he doesn't have a way to leave me.
Yeah, she said that out loud. And doing so has apparently brought a curse upon the land.
I never would have expected it would have turned into the freaking seventh plague of Egypt.
Those scenes really pulled me in, and you cannot script that. But you know what they can script? The annoying storyline of these two.
If you go to the hotel, I delete you. If you go from this house,
Then I'm definitely going.
I still can't see why they're even on the show, other than to promote themselves and gain followers. I don't know if this was their goal, but their entertainment value is purely coming from how cringe they are.
she wanted me to be faithful to her. And I'm trying. I mean, I'm faithful for 7 to 9 days.
It's fun to make fun of them. I don't care about their love story. And really, their cringiness is already starting to get old and annoying.
I said, I will forget you 2 days, but believe me, after I saw that pain, I can't forget you for 2 decades.
At this point, I think I would prefer a plague of bugs coming over me than watching another season about Sarper and Shakina. Okay, so ever since I watched this video made by the Quick Slice, I cannot get out of my head that this is Shakinah, not Shakira. My brain just automatically wants to say Shakira.
Wait, what's her name? It's like Shakima or Shakira or something like that.
My name is Shakinah.
But Sarper knew there was something special about Shakira. She was different. She wasn't like all those other 2,500 women. She was different, you know? Because her name was different. She had a different name. And she was also willing to go on a reality show. So she was the one.
You know what? I'm just going to go with it right now. Thanks, Quick Slice. That settles it. From this point on now, she is Shakira. I did notice that he posted a recent video about these two, so I want to troll him a little bit. If you watch his channel, which you should, go watch his new video about these two, and with no context, just go comment the word Shakira. No context, just the word Shakira. I will even link that video to this one, and I will comment the same thing after this video is posted. Anyways, where was I? I was explaining that I would rather have 1,000 bugs swarm over me than watch another season about Shakira. But for the last 2 episodes, I started to think that maybe this botched couple was going to break up by the end of the season. I also got way too excited about that. The only small fear I had was that maybe one of them would show up on The Single Life, but their reason for their possible breakup was not the reason I thought it would be. I thought maybe it would be about the lack of Instagram posts together, or maybe something to do with Sarper being controlling and weighing Shakira. But to my surprise, their issue was about Sarper wanting kids. Yeah, I did not have that on my bingo card. Not only did we learn that Sarper had a grown son that he had never met, but we also learned that apparently he wanted Shakira to have a baby with him. And apparently this is actually so much of an issue that Sarper is reconsidering proposing. That problem is what started this fight in the previous episode, and I hoped by the tell-all that it would put this relationship out of its misery. Shakira also seemed surprised by how big of a problem this was.
We can live together, no problem, till we board each other, and then you go back to your country.
She actually was so surprised by Sarper's words that I could actually tell she was surprised. Her face moved a little. Sarper was still hard to read though. I guess when he's mad, his eyes tend to get really wide, like more wide than usual. So I guess that means he's mad.
If we are not seeing the future, if we don't want a kid, yeah, that's it.
Future only means a kid to you.
So I got very confused by this turn of events. Doesn't Sarper realize that having kids would give him less time to do the things that he loves? He obviously cares about, going to the gym a lot, stiffening his hair, doing Assassin's Creed type photo shoots, doing dances that may or may not be AI generated. A baby means less sleep and less time to do those things unless he completely pawns it off on Shakira. I don't know, it doesn't really line up with how he lives his life. And I don't think either of these two want wrinkles or to age at all. A kid is not an easy thing. Stress and a lack of sleep can potentially change your appearance. And I'm not sure if there's a limit on facelifts. There has to be a maximum on those. But in general, what happens is that Sarper gets angry that Shakira, one night stand number 2501, doesn't want to procreate with him.
Of 2500, I know that.
I asked you to please stop talking about your disgusting numbers in front of me.
My numbers.
This apparently is where she draws the line. Not at her sister and family not liking him, not at him not being able to control his anger and dramatically throwing a lollipop on the floor, not at him being controlling and weighing her. Would he weigh her when she's pregnant too? I guess it's good that there's a line somewhere. I don't know, the whole kid thing does not line up with these two to me. So this conversation is unexpected and upsetting for Shakira. So upset, she unsubscribes from the conversation and walks away. Is that something that people say now? I mean, is there a red subscribe button on Sarper somewhere? I guess we can't completely rule that out. So this fight escalates. Shakira says that Sarper never said that he wanted kids before, and she is mad that he is flipping things around on her. So they separate for a little bit, and then he comes back out looking like a video game character. And I find it so funny how he says that he's compromising so much, and she needs to compromise more. I have no clue how he thinks that him buying a bed and posting them together on Instagram is on the same level as having a baby. But it is their Barbie dream world they are living in, and I guess somehow a baby and Instagram are on the same importance level.
I'm bending myself. I was like this strict, but I'm bending like that right now.
I am so glad that Shakira does not want a baby. So they fight, and I kind of zoned out during it. Because look at Sarper in this shot. His hair is in fact not Lego hair. And his face is moving more. He looks a lot more real here. I actually think that he's covering himself with the hood because of that, which is actually sad. Because I think he looks like more of a real person like this. Look at the difference between these two screenshots. And these were supposedly filmed at the same time. But anyways, they're fighting, I'm zoning out, and then I start listening again when he says this.
Do you think that I care? It will take 2 days for me to forget, okay? 2 days.
Thank you for letting me know that.
He really said that. He better put together a really nice social media apology post to make up for this. I can't even take this seriously. It's so stupid. I mean, we all knew that this was going to be a disaster, and I don't understand how Shakira thought it wouldn't be.
All of my friends and family were right.
About what?
You.
So Sarper tells Shakinah to book her flight. And then in this week's episode, they go back to his place and she packs her stuff, which does not go well.
I will touch your stuff.
Stop. You're acting like a child right now.
Yeah.
You want to have children? You are a child.
As much as Shakira is annoying, her unsubscribing from this apartment and going to a hotel is a good idea.
You go to the hotel, I delete you. If you go from this house,
Then I'm definitely going.
Delete? Unsubscribe? What is this terminology? This makes me think more and more that these two really are AI generated. But Shakira really does leave and stays in a hotel for 2 days. Sarper does show up though to try to win her back, because deep down he realizes that he can't live without Shakira.
I'm so sorry. I can't find any words to describe my sorrow. Please give me a second chance.
And that day, the wizard granted this Tin Man a heart.
Sarper and Shakira want to remind you to subscribe to the kiblz channel. If you don't, Sarper will appear and give you an exotic AI generated dance.
That mother is not real.
And of course, somehow, when they talk about this issue again, it's like it didn't even happen.
It's an important thing for me to have a kid. I want it. My parents also want it. But if she doesn't want it, I'm okay with it.
And that just doesn't make any sense, does it? The writing for this show has just gotten so weird. You know what I think? I think that Rob and Sophie and then these two did not even actually meet until the filming of the show. That has to be what's going on. I find it way too coincidental that these two couples that are influencer types are having the same kid issue come up. And in both of the situations, it completely rocks the entire relationship because they haven't talked about it or someone changed their mind. It cannot be a coincidence that Sophie and Shakira both moved to their partners' countries and then both have almost left because they haven't talked about the kid issue. There's no way. I think it just verifies even more in my brain that these aren't real couples. Who moves to a new country and says they're going to marry someone without those conversations? I don't believe it. It just sounds like some written filler for episodes to start drama, and then maybe they can go back to that to just cut off the relationship completely if maybe they're not getting the views for that couple, or maybe the couple didn't work well for the season. I don't know. It's super suspicious to me. Leave a comment about what you think about this though. Think about it. Both couples are influencer types. They have the big problem of not agreeing on wanting kids. They get their 5 minutes of fame on the show or whatever, and then they bail after the show after just one season, and they use that kids excuse because that's a good excuse, and they walk away with the following they want on social media. I don't know. I don't want the show to be that way, but I think that's the direction we're going.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I can tell. I forgive you.
I really think that they're having trouble getting other way couples to film, and we are already losing some on this season. Miss Clairvoyant is on the rocks with her husband, and although her scream was ridiculous, their conversation about her being depressed took a turn that I didn't expect.
I want to be with my husband, but it doesn't seem like my husband even wants to be with me.
You want to find a new person?
TJ is a lot more cold about her being depressed and seemed completely fine with her returning to the US than I expected.
You have all right to separate with me also.
I don't want to separate from you!
This isn't like Jasmine and Gino, where Jasmine screams all the time and Gino is somehow turned on by it. It is sad though that these two might already be over since they're only 3 months into their marriage at this point. We also have Danielle and Johan, who I think are done. I'm a little confused by that. Some people are saying they're not done.
A woman wrote to me on social media and told me that she has been in a relationship with my husband for 2 years, since a month before we got married.
I hope that they talk more about this whole cheating situation on the tell-all, because we only hear Danielle's side and not both sides, and I don't think that I can really say a lot about this until we hear the whole thing. Pretty much Danielle says that this woman that Johan was cheating with knew that he was married. She gave him and his family money. Danielle says something about him bringing the woman to their apartment complex.
Sent me pictures that he sent her. One of them was a picture of his on Christmas Eve while I was handing out gifts to his family in his neighborhood. Really.
I'm not saying that I don't believe that this happened. I mean, Johan did look so checked out after Danielle said she didn't want to live in the US before they even got married. But I do want to see them talk about it on the tell-all before I say anything else. I probably won't make a whole video dedicated to just them specifically, but I probably will make a tell-all video covering multiple couples. I also never know what to expect with Danielle and Johan. I mean, their blowout fight was deceiving. I mean, it really escalated because Danielle didn't want Johan to have her hangers. I also couldn't help but notice the close-up of hangers in these clips. Go back to New York, Danielle. We are getting to the tell-all with a lot of couples either breaking up or close to it. And the point of this video was to not only make fun of these two for how cringe they are, but also to express that I hope that Sarper and Shakira are one of the couples that break up. Yep, that was the point. We will have to see how the tell-all plays out, and I will see you in the next video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!